up, everybody? Jesse Lee here. Super excited to get started on this tutorial for that second line New Orleans beat that you were just listening to. It's a super fun beat. If there's one thing I gotta say about this is probably one of the favorite beats that I have to play because it just has this nice bouncy feeling and it's just a great groove. So you guys are not gonna regret learning this. Now, let's go ahead and get started. Without further ado, two things I want to address before I get to the drum set. One, there's a PDF down below. Click that link to download the PDF. I'm telling you guys, it's going to make it a lot easier for you if you read along. It's a very complex beat, and I'll be addressing the PDF as we're moving along. So if you don't do that, you're going to have a harder time, I promise. Second thing is, like I said, it's a very advanced beat. Those of you who are beginner and intermediate, if you're having a hard time with this, what I'm going to do at the end of the lesson, I'm going to go over how you can actually further your coordination. I can't go over it in just this lesson because I don't want to give you guys like a 4-hour lesson, all right? So what I'm going to do is give you the tutorial for this beat, and at the end, if you guys are struggling with it, hold out. I'm going to give you a resource to really develop your coordination to where you can get to the point where you can play this. All right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and go over to the drum set and get started. Download that PDF, open in a new window so you can read along, and I'll see you guys at the drum set. Okay, everybody, so here we are at the drum set. Now, you're going to need a couple things for this lesson. As always, you want some caffeine. I've got some sugar-free Red Bull here. Delicious as always. Now, the next thing you're going to need is a tambourine, obviously. So if you don't have a tambourine, I'll leave a link in the description of the one I recommend. I really like this one, and you'll see why in a little bit. But for this beat, we're going to start by just stacking the easiest parts first, okay? So if you look at that PDF, which is down below, you should have downloaded that by now. Download it and open it in a new screen. That way you can read along with this, all right? So the hi-hat is by far the easiest part. All you're doing is nothing more than chipping wood on 2 and 4. All right? So that sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm doing this at a slower tempo, but we'll work on speeding it up in a little bit. All right? So that's the easiest part. So you want to get that to where you can do it pretty quick without having to think about it, sort of muscle memory, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can do that, you know you'll be able to move on, all right? And that's pretty easy to do. So the next part is we're going to be using the tambourine. Now, if you look at the PDF, you'll notice there are eighth notes written, all right? There are eighth notes written on the tambourine. And so, but part of the thing with the tambourine is whenever you do a downstroke and then an upstroke, that upstroke it's hard to time that the right way at these really slow tempos. So what I'm going to tell you to do for right now to make it real easy is all you're going to do is tap quarter notes, right? And you can do it on your leg if you want, or you can just do it in midair. And you'll do an accent on 2 and 4 when you get this down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you hear on that upstroke, you get a little bit of kickback. When you play this at faster tempos, it's going to sound more like eighth notes. So at this tempo, it just sounds like quarter notes with some jingle in between, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But when you get faster, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, and you see how that turns into eighth notes? So that's what you want. So, but for right now, for the sake of the coordination, all you're gonna have to do is just play quarter notes on the tambourine, unless you can get those kickbacks at the slow tempo. All right. But with those together, so quarter notes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 and 4 here. That sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? All right. So you want to get that again. You want to be able to practice that where it turns into muscle memory, where you can get it faster. All right. So here's what it sounds like faster when you start getting this little eighth note groove. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? And then when you get it real fast, like the tempo that we're going to learn it at, we'll eventually get to, it has this really nice pocket to it. So that sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. the next part is we're going to go learn the left hand. Now I say I'm stacking the difficulty of the beats. It's debatable on this beat whether the left hand or the bass drum is harder. I would say they're equally difficult. So I'm just going to start with the left hand. But if you feel like you want to try to stack the bass drum first and then add the left hand, you can do that too. All right. So, but the left hand, go ahead and look at the PDF there. Let's read that together at a slow tempo. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So you just repeat that over and over and over until you get it really good. Let's do it a couple more times at that slow tempo so you get the hang of it. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 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 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So then let's speed that up a little bit. So that sounds like this. So we'll do this tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now let's add that with the hi-hat and the tambourine, all right? Now we're going to do, again, at a slow tempo. This is going to be very slow, but we're going to speed it up later. Okay, so here's what it sounds like, the hi-hat, the left hand, and the tambourine together. Again, just for this tempo, just focus on getting those quarter notes with the tambourine. They'll turn into eighth notes later, I promise. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4... So let's take that up just a little bit, all right? Let's play it a slightly faster tempo, all right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get that a little quicker. Now that these will start turning into like more consistent eighth notes, right? So let's try it at this tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. See how it's starting to turn into that nice groove? All right, so let's go a little quicker. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So now it's really starting to groove. I love that little pocket. Okay, everybody, we're starting to run up on time here in this YouTube video. And for YouTube videos, I really try to keep them at 10 or maybe a little above 10 minutes. So what I've had to do is split this into 2 different lessons, okay? So 2 videos. So down below, there's the link to the second part of this, all right? And in that link is also where the PDF is. So if you haven't clicked that link yet to get the PDF, go down there, click the link, get the second part to this lesson, okay? Super excited to finish the lesson for you. I'll see you all on the other side.